today we're looking at another beer in, I guess, wet hop season. And today we're looking at Lagunitas Born Yesterday Fresh Hop Pale Ale. And this was actually born like a month ago. I was in Cancun when it dropped. John Strandy, who you see on the channel, was nice enough to pick me up a 6-pack and gift it to me while I was gone. And we drank a couple. I'll admittedly say I've had it before. The other night, and it is awesome. So, it's a fresh hopped India Pale Ale made with just a ton of varieties of hops. The big hitters too: Citra, Simcoe, Mosaic, Equinox, Amarillo, and they use, I guess, 11 pounds per barrel is what I'm reading here. I had to look it up because there's little on the label. I do know that it's 6.5% alcohol by volume. And it's just under a month old, about 3 weeks. So reviews are kind of all over the place on this guy, but if it's anything like the glass I had the other night, I will be pleasantly surprised. So go ahead and get the pour on this guy. And it pours a bright West Coast yellow, if you will, golden, kind of got an orangish hue. 2 fingers of big tight white bubbles, slightly off-white actually. Clear, look at that. That's what you're looking for. Sorry, there's an inside joke there. And the inside joke was me when I used to review beers. When I would used to say, like, it's something to marvel at when you have a clear as day beer that you can see through. This does have a slight chill haze, but now it's all haze for days, man. It's not haze for days, it sucks. I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah, this one, I'm really excited to dig into it on camera. Again, Citra, Mosaic, Simcoe, Equinox, Amarillo. Jesus. Like, that's awesome. So, let's go ahead and dive into the nose. Oh, wow. There's something about Amarillo and Mosaic and Citra in the same, like, hop bill, and especially Equinox too. Simcoe, there's some of that dank pininess, that resinous grapefruit. I'm getting some of that peachy nectarine character, some apricot notes. And then I'm getting like this guava, pineapple-y, Mosaic berry note as well. I mean, it's got all the aromas. It's got like passion fruit for days too. Wow. Really, just really nice smelling. It's not like a juice bomb or a banger or a gusher for sure. It doesn't like leap out of the glass at you, but it's really balanced, and all those aromatic descriptors are definitely present, and it's just really well refined. I mean, I really could just sit and smell this for days. We were talking about it the other night, and I referenced the day John brought over Chill Wave from Great Lakes. I forget the new or old name of it. And I remember just, like, we were gushing over that, and we could not believe it, how apricot-y and peachy and just, like, juicy it smelled. This really does smell quite juicy. Yeah. Really nice smelling beer. And, you know, wet hop season has been a gigantic letdown to me this year, especially locally. I wasn't a big fan of Surly Wet, as you saw in my video. Wasn't really a big fan of Celebration, even though that's, like, a staple beer for the season, and it's always piney and grapefruit bomb and malty and caramel. But, like, you know, even some of the Photo Fresh, I picked up one of those and didn't even feel inclined to review it. It's the other ones that I had. Castle Danger did a really nice one that I should probably have reviewed, and maybe I still will try to get one next week, but it's Bourbon County week next week, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, let's get into the taste. Cheers. Thanks for joining me for another beer. I don't know what I'm doing here. Kind of just not in my element. Maybe move this over. Like that bottle stand, Joe. Cheers. Yeah, and Joe actually did a battle beers between this and Celebration. And obviously they're pretty easy to distinguish if you've had them. But he rated this one exceptionally high. And if you guys watch my channel, you know I'm not a big West Coast IPA guy, and I compare everything to Treehouse and Toppling, and that's an asshole move on my part, because they're both IPAs, but they're just not even in the same stylistic category. But this as a fresh hop beer has so much frickin' flavor, it's stupid. I mean, yes, it finishes dry to the bone. Finishes West Coast in fashion. Yeah, Lagunitas, I swear to God, every other year they make a beer that just kind of blows my mind. A couple years ago, it was Lagunitas sucks. I just don't have the same affinity for that beer as I did. And then it was the brown sugar, the actual brown sugar when it came back. They made just this explosive tropical juicy batch, and then every batch thereafter seems to be just super bitter. But this has got a really nice balanced bitterness. I mean, the notes in the I'm kind of probably doming this on camera here. The notes in the nose, some of that peach, some of that apricot, some of that pineapple, that guava, that passion fruit, it's all there. Soft rolling bitterness across the palate, does finish dry. I do like it. It's refreshing. It's thirst quenching. Sating. It's so good. It's so drinkable, quaffable. It kind of just is just really a chugger. This will be gone in 5 minutes. It's just delicious. Uh, I wish I could have some more of those like other high hitter like the Trogs. I guess I did have the Trogs scratch beer fresh out. Barry brought that one over. We didn't review it and whatever. But like Johnny from Crafty Beer Reviews does a lot of the Fatheads fresh hop beers every year, and those just look excellent. And man, it'd be interesting to see if Treehouse or Toppling did a fresh hop beer. Not that they need to, but it would be cool. This is awesome for me. This is something that I will continue to seek out if they do it every year. I got 1 6-pack this year. It's extremely limited. Had I known it was this good, I would have bought a case because at $10 a sixer, and as good as this is, wow. I think as far as ratings go, it is the better or the best of the fresh hop beers I've had this year. I'm pretty blown away. Hop burps are even good. I'm gonna go with 95 on this guy. I think it's world class. Maybe 96. I don't really know what separates the two, but it's an A plus beer for sure. Something that would be a 4.5, 4.75 capper on Untapped, if you will. Something I would definitely recommend, definitely drink again, and definitely seek out at a local liquor store, and probably would not pass up on it if I saw it again. As a pale ale, I mean, it's pale ale. It's not an India pale ale. Whatever the difference is. It's just great. Not a ton of malt character. Lots of juicy, fruity hops. Finishes dry. Keeps you coming back for another sip. If you've had Lagunitas Born Yesterday Fresh Hop Pale Ale from 2015 or even 14, or any of them in the years past, what do you think of this beer? Is this something that you actually pick up? I don't buy a lot of Lagunitas throughout the year. Admittedly, so they're not. I mean, they're not bad. They're just not something I reach for. But this would be something I would reach for. So, cheers to them. Cheers to you. And cheers to this delicious fucking beer. Peace.